Hello, Electroheads. This is a very serious review. Today, we will be putting this car through its paces, testing it to its limits. Let you feel that vibration through your body, so it's as if there is something going on. As the very serious car journalists that we are. Cole, what are you doing?
Twerking.
Oh, who are we kidding? This is Electroheads. Let's go have some fun. We're in the car.
Get out of my car!
And we need to hear what this thing sounds like, don't we?
It's an electric car, and that's the first thing we need to focus on, which is bizarre, but yes.
So we're capturing it in real time. This is the first time we're turning on the engine. Should we do it?
Yep.
Do you want to get a shot of me putting my finger on?
Putting your finger on. Right guys, so we started up the car, but the real sound is outside because there's a speaker just under the boot here. And this is how it sounds. But obviously I'm here with the car and it's a different experience in person, but for you guys watching this, let me know, what do you think? I'm actually curious, does this translate to something that you see being a thing? Do you think it will work? Do you think people will receive this in a good way, or do you think people are just going to turn it off because it's a gimmick? Can you open the, unlock the car?
How, No, that locks the car.
There we go.
Right, let's get into drive mode.
Let's go.
Let's frickin' get out of here. I mean,
First impressions?
it feels really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it feels really good. It's really, really sensitive on the pedal.
Yeah.
And like, just the steering, like,
It's solid,
it's
isn't it?
really responsive.
Wow.
So they have their own, there's a specific name for the team, which I've written down, but it's something like vibrations and harshness department, something like that.
Well, I'm rating their vibrations right now because they are going through my ass.
That's really good.
I've driven Abarths.
Yes,
This feels like an Abarth.
really.
The resemblance is uncanny. First of all, the suspension and everything already, like you can feel it's built like an Abarth, but also just the way that noise steps in, so similar. It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I just obviously question how that's going to be received by enthusiasts,
Sure.
but it's there, and I like that.
Now, coming from somebody who has never driven in a Abarth before, I know, sacrilege, car lovers, don't hate on me. Get out! Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the sound. Honestly, this never happens in a review. It just feels so sporty, so responsive. It's not another mummobile built to carry the kids around, get you from A to B. In the briefing that we had before driving this car, they were talking about it's not about getting from A to B, it's how you get from A to B, and I can feel that. It's just, there's so much going on. The vibrations, the sound, the acceleration. It's really fun. We're 29 years old. We're looking for a fun car. I wouldn't be in the market for a VW ID4 or a Kia EV6. There's just no need. I don't need that. It's too much space. It's just, I need something that's compact, that looks good, because, you know,
That's big.
you want something that
Exactly.
looks good. You care about how you look when you're 29.
Yes, and you just saw my reaction when I saw you outside. Like, this suits you so much. And like, you get like an ID3 or whatever, and it's just like, it's
fine.
It's just a car.
It's functional.
Yeah,
And some people want that.
yeah.
This isn't for function.
No.
This,
But it does have it.
yeah, of
Like,
course.
we've got 2 seats in the back. I think I could fit in there.
I think we should test that out.
Ready? Not too shabby, you know. How are you?
I'm hunched.
Oh,
My
yeah.
head.
Oh yeah.
Look, this is how I would normally sit, a lovely straight back. I'm 5'10", just FYI.
You see, if you were born better, like me, you'd fit perfectly, and it's absolutely fine. Don't know what you're talking about. I'm absolutely fine.
How tall are you?
I can dance,
How tall are you?
I'm like 7 foot. Should we go back to where we were? So, you were saying?
Small car, looks great, feels great to drive, turns heads. I think there's definitely a younger gen that this car is being aimed at. This is for enthusiasts, like you said before, who love the Abarth brand and maybe want to have a less CO2 emitting car.
I think this kind of setup is very appealing to new people that aren't familiar with Abarth because...
Like me.
Like you. And look what it's doing to you. You're already like, actually, this is super cool.
So it's really nice to see the Abarth being introduced into the market because it just brings a new element to, I'd say, a fairly small pool of small electric cars.
Bit of feedback. There's one little detail that I'm not convinced about. It's not changing gears.
Do you know what? That was the first thing I was waiting for. As I was accelerating,
Yeah.
I was like, is it going to make that sound
I feel like
of the gear change?
Yeah, it needs, like, it's rate rising RPM right now. It's just really weird because you kind of want it to simulate a progression.
Completely. Cannot agree more.
Yeah, maybe they can, you know, listen to Cole, take his feedback and get that sorted.
7 speakers in this car, JLB, very premium brand. So it would be rude not to test it out.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Whoa, they're actually really good, you know? Mate, they are actually really good.
Right, okay, so bearing in mind, use case, when I do have a car, one day, you know, cyclist just for now, audio is like top of the list for me.
Your seating position is very interesting.
What's wrong with my seating position?
You got longer limbs than me and
Yeah.
you're just like... Right, let's go through the different modes because right now I'm in Turismo, which is the softest mode. But if I go up into... Oh, did you feel that?
I did.
I didn't even touch the throttle anymore, it just...
Just switched.
Yeah, we're in a 60 now, I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty punchy.
Yeah, wow.
So, what was it, 285 horsepower, I think, something like that?
So, the 235 Newton meters of torque for this one.
Oh, yep.
152 horsepower.
That's what I said.
285 horsepower.
So is this in street?
This is in the medium setting,
street.
so street. And then if we go one more up...
You've got to switch to track, which is the top.
Yes. Yeah, right, we're going to go into track mode and... Woohoo! That's punchy.
That's it.
And we're up to 60.
It's not going from A to B, it's how you go from A to B.
Let's see the turning circle. Wow, look at that.
That's decent.
Look at that.
Straight in.
Steering is so direct, the smallest of adjustments, and it's like a go-kart.
That's it. That is it. I feel like my mates would want this car.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I've had some other SUVs in the mix before that I've had on loan and stuff. And it's cool, and it's really great to drive and to be able to experience electric cars. We are very, very lucky.
Right, should we park up and have a look at the interior features and other things?
Yeah. Other things.
That's how you introduce the next chapter. Pro videographer here.
Another very key test that we like to do at Electroheads HQ whenever a car is being driven, one that you may be familiar with, is the horn test. Now we are looking at all audio aspects of this car because that is the integrity of an Abarth. But what is the horn like? It's actually quite loud. It feels cheeky. It feels, it's got a bounce to it. It's got a sort of, hey mate.
Get out the way.
Cole, thoughts?
Yeah, like, think Italian, think Turin. I just see A-list driving through the streets of Turin being toot toot, my friends. Like, it's just friendly, like you said. I think that gives it, we'll give it a solid
5.
5? 5.
5. Sorry,
5.
I was going to go out of 10. Yeah, 5.
Oh.
5 out of 5.
Are we doing 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10? Same thing.
We probably should have talked about this beforehand.
Yes, moving on.
It's a good beep. If you came here for a proper review, you have probably got to the point now in the video where you've realised that that's not happening. We're here to have fun. Are you having fun? Let me know down in the comments. Oh my God, by the way,
What?
have you seen how much this car costs?
No.
Okay,
Tell
so It's the Turismo, the top spec. It's not the convertible, which costs a little bit more, but this comes in at a whopping £38,195.
Are you actually serious?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's a lot.
What?
I know. I mean, look, you're definitely buying for the Abarth badge, etc., 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 the heritage, the history, the looks, the feel, but my God, I mean, electric cars, they are expensive, aren't they?
The thing is, Abarth's ICE Abarths, they're only like 23, I say only, they're 23, 24,000 pounds, which is far more attainable than something at this price point.
Sure.
Which is frustrating because this is great and electric stuff is fun and people want to buy them, but they can't.
Next up, I want to talk very quickly about aesthetics. This is a key component to making the Abarth. It's the looks. And come on, we've got to go for a quick walk around, don't we? First up, you've got to talk about these lights at the front here. There is a face on the front of this car. I feel like manufacturers are really starting to create this kind of animated look with the new electric cars that they're bringing in, and Abarth have done just that, and I just think it looks really, really cool. Of course, you've got the lovely updated Abarth logo here, electrified for that new era of an electric Abarth. And can we also just talk about the indicators? I haven't seen anything like this before. This is the kind of thing you see on sports cars, on supercars, and there's definitely some kind of aerodynamic quality going on with this here. It's definitely shaped to just run with the line along the side of the car here. And as I come round to the back, I am greeted by these stunning, very badass wheels. So these are 18-inch alloy, which is what you get when you go for the top spec Turismo. I think they just look incredible. It really matches the pop of the car. You've got that lovely Scorpion logo in the middle there, and just the design of the alloy, I just think looks really, really cool. It really adds to the individualism, if that's a word, of this beautiful electric car. Moving round to the back, and in true Abarth fashion, we have ourselves a nifty little spoiler. Coming down, you can spot here that there is a 360 camera, so that when you are doing your parking and your reversing, you have vision all around the car. And I just love as well, I noticed as I was coming back, there's just the cute little notes for this being the 500e with a little 500 in the rear light there. It's all about the detail. In true Electroheads fashion, this wouldn't be a proper car video without the ultimate boot test. And I know you lot at home want to see if I can fit in this thing. So apparently it's 185 litres with the seats up, 550 with the seats down. Let's see if I can get in. Maybe I'm gonna this tiny little parcel shelf up. Crumbs, that is Diddy. Okay. Oh. Oh.
More of you fits in than I expected.
Yeah, I'm actually. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Initiate double, triple chin mode.
She's in.
I'm in.
I can even close it.
Yeah.
Wait, do that. Look.
Bye.
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 Bye. Oh. This is awful.
Kind of tempted to just leave her in there, to be honest. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm ready to get out now. Hello? Last but not least, how could I not talk about the colour of this car? Acid green, I just think it looks so good. It really stands out. You do have other colours available. There's like a Venom black and a something blue, all themed around Venom and Scorpions and whatnot. So I just want it, really. Yeah, I think my mates would want it too. And that's the thing that we're touching on with this car here. This is inspiring a younger generation, or at least I think it's going to be inspiring a younger generation, to get into smaller, more compact vehicles that look cool, that feel really cool to drive, and that turn heads. The Fiat 500, it became its own meme on Twitter because women from Essex were driving this car around everywhere. And you may scoff at that, but that car inspired a group of people to go out and buy something, and I think Abarth are going to be doing just that. They're going to be creating their own culture. They already have, but just electric, and I can't wait to see where this is headed. Smaller cars in our car ecosystem is a really good thing, and this just proves that bigger isn't always better. Cole, I think you should come in for the outro because it's a bit weird you not being here, isn't it?
What would you do without me, Ailish?
I know. Final thoughts?
I love it.
Yeah.
Was that a high five?
Yeah, so
I love it, I genuinely do, but I fell in love with the Fiat 500 because that was just an awesome little pocket rocket. I liked the design, it was fun, it was easy, it was small, did the job, but now with this spiced up, I mean, come on, this is a bit of kit.
Guys, I really hope you enjoyed our review today, or not so review. Let us know down in the comments what you thought.
Sorry for being an idiot.
Never. And remember, live by the Bible of Barbie. Okay, let's sign out.
Well done.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao.